Welcome back, everybody, to Jazz Jackrabbit. Today I actually have Mark with me.
I'm here!
So, I wanted to get this done way sooner, but near the end of this episode, I ran into bullshit, and I decided to do it over here at Mark's. Now, if the screen resolution changes a lot in this episode, that's because Mark's DOSBox is set up differently than mine, and for the life of me, I can't remember how to change that exactly, and we're like running out of time, so I was just like, fuck it. We're now approaching Planet Lenti. This is weird looking with the way you have the screen set up.
It's double the jazz!
So yeah, these are other guns that I'm picking up. And these little microchip bugs that crawl along the ground, they kind of remind me of the mouse enemies from Sonic and Flying Battery Zone.
Is this what happens when Sonic's packing heat?
You know, I mentioned in the first episode I did of this, you know how, like, people wanted Sonic to have a gun for Sonic Adventure?
Uh-huh.
I was like, I wonder if they're just all displaced Jazz Jackrabbit fans. Rather than rings, you have a traditional health bar that is replenished by carrots because this game helps perpetuate the myth that was started by Bugs Bunny.
Whereas carrots actually are bad for rabbits, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yep, they are bad for them. Wonder how many rabbits have died over the years because of Bugs Bunny. Well, there's too many of them anyway, right?
Oh yeah, they breed like rabbits.
Yep.
Speaking of carrots, this box carrot... Whee!
Whoa!
Yeah, this is pretty much Sonic with a gun, except there's no loop-de-loops.
So was that a checkpoint or something?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is my bird friend Hip Hop. We got Jazz and we got Hip Hop. Oh. And then if I get hit, I lose him.
So they kind of took inspiration, yeah, I'll use that word, for the naming scheme from Mega Man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I also have these different weapons that I've been collecting, and they have their own individual, their own individual ammo supply, just like in Mega Man.
Huh.
And then I destroy the sign, putting my face on it, and, okay, this is really freaky.
Do you want me to move the window?
I was playing off of the, I was originally playing off of excuse me, OBS screen, but I can work with this.
If you say so.
Rapid fires, they allow me to hold down the button to continue to shoot.
Did you just give me the definition for a rapid fire weapon?
It's not a weapon, it's a power-up.
I know, but still, you just gave me the exact definition of what rapid fire is. It's like, okay.
Well, it's like I can't do that normally.
Oh.
And I just lost my hip-hop, but I still got my jazz. By the way, have you noticed that his bullets move faster when he's running?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't notice that. That's cool.
It's weird! It's like the bullets are like, haha, you can't catch up to me, Mr. Jackrabbit! You can't commit suicide by shooting yourself with your own bullet that you ran into! And I'm almost dead. And now I am dead. And when you die, you lose all of your weapon and power-up, so now I don't have my rapid fire.
Oh.
Which is like the biggest thing that I lost. Every time you collect a new weapon on a fresh life, they want to automatically switch you to it, and it's like, no, stop that. I will save the weapon for later, thank you very much. I don't need to use it right now.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Once you tell them to do it, once you tell them to stop it on one life, they will kind of cut it out of it. Ah, got a carrot. Jazz is from the planet Carrotus.
Carrotus.
When there's stuff on, like, the extreme ends of the screen, then I have to look back at the other thing. Otherwise, it's like I'm seeing Funkadelic doubles here.
Jazz is wrecking shit.
I think this proves the concept that Sonic with a gun can work. One of the problems a lot of people have with Shadow the Hedgehog is that it's a realistic gun that does not match his body proportions.
Hey, remember when they gave the Mario characters guns and it actually kind of worked?
Oh yeah, because they were cartoonish ray guns.
Yeah, all you gotta do is do that for Sonic and boom.
Sonic Boom?
Yes!
The next Sonic game we're going to be playing is going to be Triple Treble.
Yeah, we'll do that once I finish off Mega Man and Bass! I mean Bass.
I just got invincibility, I can run through the and I'm done.
Okay. Was that just invincibility they put right before the goal?
I think there's another path.
Nice little smoke animation. Okay, this just makes me think of the special stage from Sonic CD.
Yeah, except there's like no... I got this because I picked up the giant red gem. There are no, like, Chaos shit.
Did you just...
The top of the screen
The top of the screen is being cut off. I can fix that. I'm just gonna squish it a bit.
that's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, it's a little bit too much to the side though. It's not centered.
How's that?
Now it's too much to the other side. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, there we go. Fixed it.
I can't control it when.
There you go.
Remember, DOSBox is an emulator program. It's a PC emulator for an old computer standard, but it's an emulator. I don't know why. I don't really know why though they felt that in Sonic they had to make like a new character like Gamma to put gunplay in Sonic when it's like just give Tails a ray gun or something that he invented.
That's okay. We give him ring bombs later. Where'd you give him ring bombs?
I don't understand that. It's like it would be out of character for Tails to use guns except for in his mech or just throwing bombs.
Well, that's a weird animation.
Now approaching Technor. Whoa, they're dead. Okay, they're dead. And yes, that was a turtle riding a rocket. The enemies in this game are turtles because they... rabbits and turtles hold grudges against each other because of the infamous tortoise and hare race.
Dang, are we actually cutting off this segment of the game too? When we, were recording this earlier?
Probably not. Each screen has a different resolution.
Weird stuff. Destroy those dangerous jacks. Just walking along, singing a song, killing
Turtles.
Yeah, killing turtles.
Fortunately, none of these are of the ninja variety. They can't ninja kick this damn
Mostly
rabbit.
things that look like Sonic here are the springs and the signs.
And the turtles in the tanks that shoot carrot missiles. I understand their logic. They're like, well, if we make the missiles look like the things the rabbits want to eat, they'll jump straight for them. We won't have to aim. They'll seek out the ammunition themselves. Oh, God!
It would be funny if the turtle bad guy or whatever, you get to him and he's like...
Devin Shell.
Yeah, you get to him and he's just like, ain't I a stinker?
To be perfectly honest, that's kind of his personality. Well, he's a major dweeb dork. As am I, but, you know.
I never really liked... to be honest, I always found those cartoons a bit frustrating because I like Bugs, and I kind of didn't like the tortoise character. So, and Bugs would always lose, of course.
I feel like that's like the only character Bugs ever loses to. Do you think they did that for people that find Bugs annoying and find it annoying that he's always winning, so...
I was like, let's make a cartoon where Bugs finally meets his match.
Exactly. Oh!
There was one time...
Damn it, I died.
Oh, shit. You turned to dust.
Yeah, that...
There was one time that I can remember where Bugs actually 100% definitely beat him.
But the victory still went to the turtle?
No, Bugs actually did beat him, but he was like, I was going like 80 miles an hour. It's like, how fast did you say you were going? I said I was going like 80 miles an hour. It's like, all right, officers, you heard him. And like these police officers come over and arrest Bugs. So it's like, well, Bugs still won. He just kind of got arrested at the end.
Oh, it's Bugs Bunny. He'll finagle his way out of jail.
He has lots of ways of getting out of situations like that.
Ooh. Those baby turtles can't hurt me, so I just murdered a baby turtle for no reason.
You know, speaking of Bugs, I found it interesting that they redid a joke. Like, they had this whole episode where Bugs is tricking this, like, mobster-type character. And they did a similar type of...
There's a thing up there. Shit.
A similar type of joke later on in a newer cartoon.
Is it the curtains joke?
Yeah. It's like the curtains... It's like the end. You know, the end of the cartoon? Where he, like, puts the criminal in, like, a suitcase or, like, a chest or something.
Oh, no, I don't remember that part.
Okay.
I just remember the part where he's like, it's curtains.
It's curtains for you. That's a really funny joke.
Curtains. Oh, no, please, no. And then he puts curtains on. Oh, they're lovely. He's like, wait a minute.
But no, the end of the cartoon is pretty funny because he's like, oh no, Muggsy, they're coming to get you. The police are outside. Oh no, you gotta hide me. It's like, get in here. He puts him in a chest, and
Oh, I think I kind of remember that now.
And then like the police aren't actually there, but Bugs kind of talks as a police officer, like, all right, where's Rocky? It's like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you. And then it's like, I bet he's in this chest. You'd like to think that. And Bugs pulls the chest down the stairs, messing up Muggsy, like, in the chest, like, oh. And I was like, I'm taking him down here. All right, well, I'm taking him back. And he keeps pulling him up and down the stairs. And then Muggsy gets out of the suitcase and like, oh, are the police gone? Yep, they're gone. Oh, please, come back, please, you gotta help me! There's this crazy rabbit here! The interesting thing about that joke is that when they did a newer cartoon later, they did the same exact joke, but what they changed was that the police officer was actually there. But I think it's actually funnier when the police isn't there, though.
Well, yeah.
Because it's just Bugs doing a voice.
It's a trick.
So I'm not entirely sure why they changed that, but whatever. Both cartoons are pretty dang funny.
The faster you go, the higher you jump. More momentum means a bigger yump.
You literally gotta go fast.
Oh! I got a shield really quickly.
Nice. So...
Oh, damn it!
Oh, damn, he just landed on you.
It's a little hard to see, and the weird way you have the screen
I mean,
set.
I could change it at any time, dude. Just ask.
I'll deal with it.
Okay.
It's like, it's not helping, but whatever. I've dealt with worse bullshit that this game actually throws at me. So, yeah, a lot of the deaths in this part have mostly been my fault, outside of, like, maybe 1 or 2 BS instances. Where, like, I can't see shit coming.
Speaking of that...
Well, to be fair, that track slows you down, so... I was jumping to make it go faster, so I kind of ran face first into that.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Oh!
By all means, I should have came down here and hit the checkpoint sign, but I was an idiot.
Oh, well, at least you got the checkpoint.
Jumping Jazz Jackrabbits!
Oddly enough, not the only green rabbit that came out at the time.
But this is a spacefaring green rabbit with a oh.
Fucking your hair!
Ow.
Oh no! Damn, the same fucking type of thing.
There's other ways to get up there. I don't need my RF missiles right now. God damn it! By the way, that time limit won't actually kill me if it runs out. I just won't get a time bonus. Just thought I'd mention that.
Ah, I see. So, not like Sonic where you just die for completely no reason.
Or Mario, or any other game that has a time limit.
Freaking, yeah. I don't even get Sonic. Because the time limit is, like, so much more lenient than Mario.
Both are 10 minutes, actually. Usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just Mario's counts down while Sonic's counts up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The reason Sonic's time limit counts up is so that you can see how fast you beat the level. There's a carrot up here.
Yum!
I'm eating rabbit poison! Yum! I think there's a Jazz Jackrabbit skin or suit or something in Fortnite. I don't know if it's official. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, since both games are made by Epic, but...
That's interesting. Ow!
Fortnite is how Epic financed their lackluster store.
For their store that buys away games from everyone else.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons people hate it. Amongst other things.
I'm getting a bit low on health.
Oh, Oh god!
No!
I didn't want that kind of press Y. Press Y.
Wait.
Where's the keyboard?
I didn't fucking know we were gonna need the keyboard. Okay, we might want to actually have this within... I didn't know we were gonna need the keyboard to continue.
Yeah, it's a PC game.
Alright, I'll keep the keyboard within reach then.
Oh. I could literally have taken another path.
Did you notice how close the countdown was? I'm curious.
I don't think there was a countdown.
Oh, there's no... Why were you panicking?
Because I don't want to waste time.
Oh, okay.
I just wasted my toaster because it automatically switched me to it. Stop doing that. Ow! Stop doing that. Bro.
That sounds like something from another game, but I can't remember what. Ow, fuck.
Fucking rocket turtles.
They are definitely what's killing you the most.
I couldn't see him! And by the way, no, this is not the part where I was stuck at.
Oh gosh, no.
The part I was stuck at is not something that was killing me. It was like a platforming challenge that I couldn't get past.
Oh.
Because it's bullshit!
Okay!
Take my word for it! I can save at any time, and loading the save will take me to the beginning of whatever stage I'm on. Okay. So, because this is 2-2, if I save here, it'll take me back to...
Oh, fucking rocket turtles!
That dynamite is a screen clear.
Hey, checkpoint!
More like jack point. Damn it, I slipped off. Super slippery. I see a rocket turtle. You must die. Get me up there.
There you go.
By all means, I should have finished this stage by now. This is annoying that I'm dying a lot. Because in my practice run, this went very smoothly.
Of course it did.
As I've mentioned before, I seem to have opposite luck when it comes to my practice runs, and those tank turtles, can't come down.
Ah.
Unlike the rocket turtles.
Yeah, there you go.
Got a health gain!
Yay!
I need you over this way. Oh, damn it. I'll come back and... no! Don't go to Spring. Spring, you come back. You can blame it all... Ow, my head.
Ow, 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 ow.
Spring, you come back. You can blame it all on me.
And... boing.
How come the fuck on?
Come on.
I think I need more momentum to hit that.
What? There you go.
Oh!
Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Shoot! 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 Must shoot faster! Must shoot faster!
Yeah. Oh, I could have... You know, it just dawned on me that I could have ducked under that top one. Because I'm an idiot.
Like that?
Yeah? Oh! Yeah!
Fucker! That was bullshit!
I hate being off-screen by enemies. That is bullshit.
Should not be able to fire at you off screen. I mean, logically it makes sense, but game design wise.
Yeah, game design wise, it's bullshit. For the most part, though, that sort of thing doesn't really happen too often in this episode. Episode A, which is one of the 3 bonus episodes that was...
Oh, that bullshit.
Episode A, which is one of the 3 bonus episodes made for the CD version of this game. It's easier to do that than trying to hop up every damn time.
Man, you just gotta know where to fire. Fire! There's something there! Yeah.
Just trying to clear my path now.
Oh gosh, there's so many rocket turtles. There, and they're gone.
They die in one hit. They're just
Oh, another rocket turtle.
annoying. I like how this red liquid kind of reflects me, but it makes me look all Virtual Boy-like.
Yeah. Yum!
That's the end of the stage.
Ah, finally.
Now we'll get to the part that I told you the other day will remind you of Sonic CD.
I see.
D. I won't tell you why. You'll just have to figure that part out yourself. Ah!
I really gotta get around to playing, Astle.
Oh, is the bird reminding you of Astle?
Yeah, it's reminding me of Astle. It's like, it's very, weird, because, like, I was trying to find that game forever, and I finally found it at a whatever. You know that store that used to exist that they changed the name a billion times?
Planet Replay?
Planet Replay.
Regen's a different story.
I think, yeah, I got Astle there, I believe. And I played it like once. Which is so stupid, because I spent a long time trying to find it.
Oh, damn it. Stupid thing bounced me into harm.
Coming through.
These things you have to shoot in order to pick them up.
Oh, okay. Whoa!
Yeah, it's just a rocket board that lets me fly. What? And it lets me fly Mega Man 3 Rush Jet style.
Awesome.
Yes, it is. Excuse me? Excuse you? And then they take it from me here. Die, baby turtle.
What is up with us hurting babies today? Something weird is going on.
By the way, this is, does this remind you of anything?
Oh gosh, it's the ground from that Sonic CD level.
Oh, they do something very devious. But, you know what's funny?
What?
When this game was made, Epic Games was, or they were called Epic Mega Games at the time, and they were a Maryland-based company. They moved out of Maryland, and they're, I think they're stationed somewhere in Virginia? I'm not sure? I could be wrong about that. But at the time they made this game, they were pretty much an indie developer.
Huh.
But no one would call them an indie developer today.
Yeah, definitely not.
And Mark and I have had this conversation before, mostly in regards to Way Forward. It's like, when does an indie developer stop being an indie developer? And do we still, like, does Way Forward deserve to still be called an indie developer? Because I don't think they are anymore.
They definitely started as.
If I'm being completely... I feel like we just still call them that because that's what they've been, and it's like we're hesitant to change that description, but, you don't stay indie forever.
Especially when you have developers that move away from you and make their own studio. I'm sure that has happened in the past with some indies, but that tends to happen more often with the bigger companies.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit save game. Oh. It still... Really? Huh. That's the save game I made on my computer at home.
Maybe it's... Did it cloud save?
I have no idea how it works. Anyways.
So, is this the,
This is the level that I get stuck on.
Okay, here we go.
Well, they kind of put that, normally, that's the big red gem that leads me to those 3D bonus levels. When I have to clear the stage first, though.
Uh-huh.
I like that bouncy gun. That's actually the most useful gun a lot of times in the game because it just lets you get over terrain.
Oh, it makes me think of the bubble gun from Cave Story.
Except Cave Story, you could also use the snake for that if you didn't want the machine gun to propel you upwards. Or the charge gun that doesn't need to level up.
Mm-hmm. Getting the goods.
Goods are a Ow! Jerk.
Get out of the way, you damn diamond eye thing. Circle. Whatever the fuck you are.
Okay, now we're coming up to a point that I consider to be bad game design. Or at the very least bad level design, but bad level design I think is bad game design specific that's sort of specific to a level.
So, what's up?
First I want to kill this asshole. Alright, first of all, I'm going to turn slow motion on. And if you have to do that to... Okay, so what I just did right now, if I had just gone through that at full speed, I would have bounced up, and I would have bounced through... damn it. I would have bounced up and through this thing here.
Uh-huh.
If I had done that at full speed. You have to jump at a very specific moment, and it's near impossible to get the jump at full... It's not entirely impossible, but do you remember that, that secret giant ring with Knuckles?
Yeah, I thought you were about to go into that. Yeah, I remember that.
It's like that. And it's hard to do even at slow-mo.
Jeez.
But even if you get it, and this is really pissing me off right now. Even if you get it, because this edge of this is bouncing me upwards when it really shouldn't be, because that's not a bouncy surface. And this thing pushes you. And you have to jump at a very specific moment, and slow-mo also, I think, slows down the reaction of my controls. But now that I'm here, and this thing pushes me forward, by the way.
Uh-huh.
No, fuck.
Now I get why you got so annoyed with this. This is
I watched YouTube channel to figure out how to get through this. DOS Games or something like that. And even they had one slow-mo to make this work.
so now here now.
I did the exact right angle. This bullshit. Oh, I didn't catch that. I was surprised I fucked up. I have to get through that small gap down there.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
yeah, this is bad design. This is just bullshit. I don't care. I don't care if you beat saying you're like 5 years old or whatever. I don't fucking care. Okay? Your nostalgia does not override objective flaws with the game, and this is bad design. First of all, it's impossible to do with the intended game speed. Slow-mo is not intended game speed. It's for people that can't play the game as intended speed. If your game design requires most people to throw slow-mo to even have a chance at doing, you're done fucked up.
This is like some Mario Maker mayhem going on here. This bullshit.
All you have to do to make this duel was move this bounce thingy and this bounce thingy up a little, and it would be fine. It was really challenging to getting this. Or it makes it that for like, or nothing to make this duel. See how my head is stuck in that thing and I get pushed through? Make it solid. Make it so that doesn't happen. And my head is stuck and I just want my head fall down. This is bad. This is everything else now has been mostly fine or whatever. Not really much bullshit, but this is an excuse. I like this game. I'm not going to blow smoke at its ass. I think it's doing something that is criticism worthy. Yeah, I think a very, very pixel perfect
This is like the same gameplay where I try to go off a certain speed on the glitch.
exactly. I feel, I think the testers done fucked up. They didn't, or it could be, they didn't really have. Because one of the problems with game testing, that I'm aware of, anyways, is sometimes you get testers that are way too familiar with the game and way too good at the game, and they're not able to like you might get testers who can do this part no problem, and they're not aware of how bullshit this actually is. You know what I mean?
This is the part of the game where we can really say something.
I get that. If I could fix it, I tried the same feature loading the same animation, just all the way back to the game itself.
You face this point several times. It just breaks this issue.
Sometimes you can get kind of. I keep getting too high. I think it's slower. And once you hit it, you have to like immediately adjust. Because you have to press the words to get to that. If I hold towards this, what happens? But if I bounce off it and immediately change my direction, I launch farther.
I'm amazing on this.
Oh, I can't see him without this thing pushing forward.
Just add your frustration.
Yeah.
This is evil.
This is why I say I got Hell's Cake. If you get it, then the rest of the level's fucking easy. I mean, there's something to kill you, but there's a checkpoint like,
You should totally right now. 7. Nice.
you know, I might just if we have to, I'm just like here and pick that up this level next week or next time, whatever. But it's like you had to see this shit. I needed someone else to see this
That's
shit.
why you want to play this level over here. This is, oh gosh, I was seeing a video game. And no, it's not a bad game, right? There's definitely bugs, especially in this shit.
Yeah, there's that parts to it.
And you guys do reviews of games where like, good games that have bad parts too. And this is, my gosh, this is some serious.
There's no other route. There's no other way around as far as I know. Usually these levels are designed so we have multiple ways to go, but not here.
There's one way to do it, and it's very, very specific.
And very, very bullshit. This is like, imagine like if you were in Super Metroid and it required you to use an alcohol, which some hacks do. Those are hacks.
Yeah, this is like some Mario, cool Mario Maker, no joke.
This is designed like a Kaizo, or well, Kaizo keep killing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is where Kaizo, rather than bouncing up, wasting my damn time, is like I'm through killing
Which is why I say it's definitely more Mario Maker bullshit thing. There's design Mario Maker, design a bunch of bouncy walls.
Hey, you think you could maybe?
You know what? There's not much to this. It does look like I can die.
A is to jump.
Here's to jump, okay.
So yeah, you have to click the thing in. You have to hit it at the very like bottom of the. There's not much to it, just to do it.
Oh, that sucks.
And remember, I had slow-mo. I actually do this in game so I said, now somebody goes, well, people jump is designed with slow-mo in mind.
Yeah.
People jumping meant for you to do slow-mo at certain points. Around. This game, no, slow-mo's linear as a flash in this game. It's not designed with slow-mo like it's designed with normal speed.
Oh gosh. I can't get back now.
I know, the area you have to get in there is so fucking specific.
Oh gosh, this is so bad.
I was working
Oh gosh, oh gosh. I don't see my God.
I need to try using keyboard because I'm comfortable with that, but this is completely yes. You can't jump while you're doing. Sometimes I run backwards to get something to push forward. Yeah, this. I don't think you can jump here.
Oh fuck. This is shit. You got too many things. Oh my.
I don't want to come off as overly harsh when I'm trying to call out its BS. You can use either or. The Steam controller's just set up as keyboard buttons, really.
So, what are you trying to do in this?
Okay, we're trying to get through.
Mark,
That
you
guy.
gotta
Oh, is it?
yeah.
There we go. Okay, now it's
You
on.
gotta get in that tiny little gap.
So the gap at the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, any dangers I should be worried about?
No, nothing that'll kill you, just things that'll reset you if you mess up. The walls are bouncy.
Okay, then you jump. Okay, then you need to immediately go to the right.
So you have to get from one to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing pushes you forward, and if you just hold forward, you will bounce. Your head will hit the ceiling, and then it'll push you through the bouncy plane. So you have to, like, jump at just the right time. And I have slow-mo turned on.
This is slow-mo.
Normally the game moves at, like, Sonic speeds. And I was just criticizing this level design because I think the game was designed to move at Sonic speeds, and I think even with slow-mo turned on, this is kind of BS.
So you can fire.
Yeah, but that's
and
not
apparently
really gonna.
change types of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got that far.
Yeah, that happens if you mess up your... And just getting into that area is just so specific. It's a good thing running time seems to kill you. All it does is just, you don't have time to rest, that's all. Running time kills you, this would be way harder. That was right. Yeah, the wall house has like the way controls. Like the old wall house, but and go wall.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you have to hit each other in that little space. See second time. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'm hitting that other one, and the only way I ever figure out how to do it is to bounce off the wall at just the right angle, and then immediately press the other direction. So, immediately press the other direction. That was so.
Oh.
One thing is, the other platform actions do it in this and I have to do it on the top. It's too high for jump, you can't even
So, okay, I think I know the micro. Yeah, I got it. I think it's on the mouse on. It's someone else's that direction.
What direction?
That's where the wall is, sort of off the wall. But the mouse also,
I have to jump off one thing and then way to the left wall, and use that bounce away up from that gap. As far as I know, the only way to do it, and it doesn't feel like normal game design, it feels more like something you get to see on track. It doesn't feel like typical game design.
This was like some shit they put into like game, so it doesn't like clear that far. So they have to buy game and then they would
Yeah, the thing is, my game plays so it's a game.
So they have
Yeah. So,
I'm sure it's not the same stage as Minecraft.
is that games?
So,
The same people that here's a word for it.
so it's not the same people that don't game. Because they basically don't.
Make the game move at one frame at a time, then you get some purpose. It's the slow.
I mean, for slow, this is fascinating. Not as fast as normally, but it does not look very slow.
I do have a save file on this. I'm saying that we'll put it at the start of this exact level, this next stage. I'll remind you at this point, but I can't hear anything after it. I just want more games on this because I do not want to cross the game. Now, some people say that I'm using well, I call people shit, whatever. Okay, that's fine, I'll set it. I do not want to cross the game. I have no idea. Well, this is from God, from scene. So, but the thing with scene is that there's you can set up you can sort of set up a profile for these scene controls and act as onto your desktop if scene's running, and I just changed those settings to work with the scene space controls. And one of the desktops I think is using buttons as buttons. I didn't change that because I don't usually have that issue. You can actually use buttons when playing manually for saving quick load. So grouping controls has been detrimental in some instances. I know. I just know how to really harsh and get like different things on this.
I mean, this takes that cheap spike from Sonic 2. Kept saying one thing, this takes that, spins its face, shoves its face in the 50s, and says, yeah, that works. Because once you go that is usually around.
I know. I don't know what's
Exactly, see what I mean? But this.
And once you get this far, it's not that much checkpoint, and there's some basic platform, moving platforms are like this, which if you're fast enough, have health, and there's a checkpoint for those, you can like speed through those and take hits and hits.
Hits from bits.
So, and nothing else for this one than some usual like platform DS like games like off screen sometimes, and that sort of thing. And way more than the extra. So it's the CD version, because actually CD doesn't count, but that's my point.
Whoa, don't see that every day. That's nice. You got 470 things on this.
You think so? Like, usually.
Shit. Oh, we go.
Alright, I think we'll try this again.
Okay, that's already. Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's how I, because sometimes you try to figure out what I was doing wrong if I was like on the right track. Really, I know, don't track, so we just get time. And one of the benefits of having a counter track is if the person knows they're going to explain things to you, that wouldn't be immediately obvious watching.
Oh, it's like
Well, but actually prevents the people where you can see like what's impressive. But yeah, they didn't have that stuff. I did this last night. It's only, you know, I actually did it last night. And I said to Mark, I said saying, why did I pass that?
yes, I remember you said that.
Maybe when I hit the thing on the wall at the angle and I pressed right, maybe I was maybe without realizing it, I was pressing it. Mark did unfocus himself.
Let me place this down here.
Yeah. So maybe I did. It passed the one part, it passed the time to do off the wall. Maybe I did without realizing it. So I shifted, I pressed towards the wall to the finish bounce, and I pressed right to pull myself forward more. Maybe I was also by accident pressed down without knowing it. And it gave me a lower bounce that getting the gap without getting the. Okay, so I'm just. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you can do that. Sometimes I'm trying to do that with the other one rather than bounce off the wall, so I just like jump normal from there. They just give you. There are ways. There are ways that this level design could work and actually fun challenging, but they.
Oh, feel like that works.
Yeah, it's like this one.
There they go. And there you go.
I don't know why you get me
Let's see what this way in there.
Yeah. I'm going through this section. There were instances obviously started fighting, obviously.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, amazing.
I imagine this was Ninja on the logic. Yeah.
That's why it's not games also operated
Yeah.
I was also saying this time we use the boss super easy, which I found out after like I got it 3 times trying to figure out. There's last. Yeah, the tensions. Yeah, off a little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah, that game's a tiny. This is the first game I ever did. I never basically did it all the time, so I don't need too much. But
What are they thinking?
I what is power do this?
I have one guns. Each has its own individual spot in there.
It's a big man doesn't know.
Well, it's like they had. It's like they Sonic, Mega Man, and Turrican is the one I usually use. Turrican is a one platform where you can't aim, and even though it's point A, point B, even the Turrican's point A, point B design, it's each level is like a mission map where you have multiple ways to move on multiple paths. You can take from point A to point B. Technically, Sonic's like that too. Part of the problem is the areas that they ask you to go through are way too tight, and the things are constantly moving you without your input. Like, this could work, but it needs tweaking. At its current design, it does not work. I mean, you can
If
get...
there was a way to, influence these things, you see that little arrow in them?
Mm-hmm.
If there was a way to, like...
I think that arrow is just there to tell you that you bounce off the wall. And none of your weapons will help here.
Well, I was like, if you could change that stupid arrow so that you'd pass through the wall rather than bouncing off.
Yeah, that's actually how the stage begins. You have 3 of these bouncy walls in a row, but the arrows are all pointing to the right, and they're directly in your path, and you can just go right through them.
Why the fuck are these not like that?
because then you wouldn't go through their bullshit challenging area. Alright, I think we're gonna stop.
Yeah, we should stop. We're gonna do this, like, all night at this rate.
Yeah, this will be the first thing I do when I come back.
Alright, I'm gonna stop all the recordings now. We'll see you after the cut.
Yeah. Okay, and welcome back from the cut. This is all being post-recorded. And, I think I paused here because right as I started to record this segment, you had text. I can't remember if that pauses for that or not. But yeah, I was actually able to do this this pause right here, which I'll probably cut part of this out, though I kept the beginning part so I could sync this up later. This is when you Skyped me about something, I can't remember what it was, and I was like, I'm kind of busy at the moment. It's like, what do you want? I am apparently very slow at typing. Anywho. And then I just kind of lost my place after that. So, the thing is, Jacob kind of sent me on the correct path of what I needed to do here. I think I might have sped up his sort of explanation when he was giving it a try, so I'll just give a brief recap. When I had Jake try this on our live attempt, he noticed that after bouncing off the walls, pressing up or down could influence how high or low you bounce and that sort of thing. So I was like, let me give that a try. And you'll see eventually in this video, I can't remember when it happens, but you'll see eventually that I'll like bounce off the one wall and I'll stop like short for whatever reason, and that's because I was experimenting with pressing down. I think here either I'm having trouble getting in there or I was trying to experiment a little bit. You know, even though these bouncing walls and everything really remind me of that one stage from Sonic's CD, this part in particular actually kind of reminds me of the stupid barrel from Sonic 3. Where you just have this really stupid roadblock that is like way more well, in the case of Sonic 3, you see right there I fell short.
That's the closest I've ever seen you get.
But that was like a result of hitting down almost immediately. So what you have to do is like you have to press left to get over to the wall, then immediately press right to send you far enough, and then you have to press down at just the right time so that you don't go too high and go through the stupid thing. And I know
this is so bad.
Like I was saying, it reminds me of the damn barrel from Carnival Night Zone in Sonic 3. But even that is just pressing up and down, and once you know what to do, you can kind of do it every time. This is like...
I mean, you'd think that even just the developer that designed it would be able to figure this shit out. This is too hard.
That's the thing, though, is like, I think sometimes developers feel like they made something too easy, and then they keep fine-tuning it to make it more challenging, and then you don't always realize when they went overboard. And oftentimes that's what playtesters are there for. In addition to finding, like, glitches and stuff.
Like, seriously, did they not... Did he never... It almost makes me wonder if he got lucky on his first try. He's like, well, this works. Okay, moving on. Next section.
I remember, at this point in time, Epic Games was a very small company with a very... I was going to say a very handful of employees. Like, what does that mean? A very handful of employees? A very small handful of employees. They called themselves Epic Mega Games at the time to make the company sound bigger than it actually was.
Wow.
At that time I fell really short because I was hitting down almost immediately. You have to press right, and then you press down, and then I just get sucked through that one thing. Oh. And the rest of the stage is not that bad. Like, everything else before this point, and as you'll see when I actually get through... I think at one point, when I was hitting on the sides of the two things, I was, like, testing the up and down thing. I was like, okay. Yeah.
I mean, there must have been some testing. Otherwise, the whole game would end up like this.
From what I've seen, from what I've seen, like, this is the worst of it. I have seen a few other questionable decisions here and there, but nothing to this level.
We're still going, folks.
I hate this part. I hate this part so much. So very much. Come on. There past me goes.
Oh my gosh! It's doable!
Yep. And then I'm like, okay, I don't need freaking slow-mo one anymore. I almost forgot what this game looks like at normal speed. And there's a checkpoint.
Yeah, seriously.
And here's the rest of the level. This...
Wow. For the longest time, I didn't think there was a rest of the level.
Yeah. And some of this isn't even too bad, even. Got my friend Hip Hop, who I will lose eventually by hitting a floor of spikes because I couldn't be arsed to deal with moving platforms. Stupid nose. It's just allergies, I swear.
So much falling on spikes.
Yeah. And there's an extra life. Whee! See, that right there is actually pretty fun. And then the game tasks you to do it again with the things slightly further apart, so it's a little bit harder to climb. Now that is good game design. It's like gives you...
It's like, how the fuck did they clearly put effort into... They must have tested this shit. Because there would have been so many more parts that suck. How does that slip by?
I don't know. Oh, there was a brief delay in the start there because I had something covering up the OBS window when I went to click on OBS so I could get the window back up, but then I realized that I didn't have DOSBox clicked, so I was like, oh shit, I need DOSBox to be the focus so I can actually control at this point.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened at that one part. What they need to do is they need to make that gap that you need to get into a little bit larger, and then the things that would suck you up through, the things that you bounce up through, they need to place those just a little bit higher. Like, not too high. I don't want to make it too easy for people. You know what I mean? But they do need to be placed slightly higher than where they are placed. Oh, and then after that, we have the boss. And get ready for this shit, because this almost comes across as nobody tested this either. I can literally just stand here and keep shooting, and I'll eventually win. He'll never touch me.
Wow.
There's Devon Shell riding a ostrich of some sort.
You can see him sometimes.
Yeah, if he would just like, if he could just like come down and hover in front of me and fire his gun, like that would make him more challenging. But he doesn't, and I don't know why. And I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on the normal difficulty. I'm not playing on easy. Maybe he has more attacks in the higher difficulties. I don't know. I haven't tried. But yeah, this is pretty much the boss fight. This right here.
Jeez.
That weapon didn't really work out too well because it just goes over top of them. It's not even like the game forces me into his boss arena either. Like, there's nothing up there that closes and pushes me into the boss arena. I spawn up there and I can just stay there.
Jeez.
Like, if it was a scripted sequence where Jazz, I don't know, jumped off the thing and like a door closed so I couldn't jump back up there and then I was forced into the arena with him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But no, there's like... I chalk a lot of this up to just developer inexperience. That's what a lot of it boils down to, in my opinion. I mean, hell, I think the original Sonic game suffered from a lot of developer inexperience, but at least Sega at the time had experience making other games. This was literally Epic's first game.
Huh.
Devon is building a cloning machine. Jazz rocked the 3 technoplanets. Now he must pursue Devon into an all-natural, fat-free, no preservative area of the galaxy. Alright, pass me. You can press the damn button anytime now. Thank you. It's on! Get ready to explore Nippus, Jungrock, and the Temple of the Turtle! In part 4, because part 3 will be, episode B, actually. And is it just me, or does Jazz's gun look like a giant crayon in that shot?
I've always thought it looks like a giant crayon, yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode. Bye.